We might soon be in a world where machines are as smart as humans, or even smarter. This might sound like the science fiction we've been told for years, but Demis Hassabis, the genius behind DeepMind, just warned this reality is closer than you think. Speaking at a briefing in London, Hassabis said artificial general intelligence, commonly called AGI, could emerge in the next 5 to 10 years. This means that as soon as 2030, AGI will be unstoppable. This statement quickly spread in the entire tech community, with many wondering what this means for us humans. Well, according to Hassabis, today's AI systems are passive and lack certain capabilities that humans take for granted. However, he believes that over the next decade, these systems will start to exhibit more complex behaviors, eventually leading to the development of AGI. But what exactly is AGI? Hassabis defines it as a system that can do everything a human can do, and then some. It's a machine that can solve complicated problems, learn from its mistakes, and adapt to new situations. This is both exciting and terrifying, especially when you think about the sheer capacity of AI. While Hassabis predicts 5 to 10 years for the timeline of AGI's development, Robin Li, the CEO of Baidu, believes AGI is more than 10 years away. A group of AI experts have also made their own predictions, and we have a video that reveals everything about it, including a detailed roadmap, so you know exactly what to expect. But more on that later. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Dario Amodei, the CEO of AI startup Anthropic, predicted that such a form of AI could emerge in the next 2 or 3 years. Amodei isn't the only one who's optimistic about the rapid development of advanced AI. Jeetu Patel, Cisco's chief product officer, believes that we might see an example of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, as soon as this year. Patel breaks down AI into 3 major phases. Basic AI, which we're experiencing right now, AGI, where machines match human cognitive capabilities, and superintelligence, where machines surpass human intelligence. According to Patel, meaningful evidence of AGI could emerge as early as 2025 and completely in the next year. As Patel puts it, superintelligence might be just a few years away, but no one really knows when such a breakthrough will happen. Demis Hassabis, another leading figure in the AI industry, also agrees that the timeline for artificial superintelligence is uncertain. Other tech leaders are equally weighing in on the timeline for AGI development. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, predicts that AGI will likely be available by 2026, while Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, believes that such a system could be developed in the close-ish future. For a while now, AI has been able to figure out how to win at games. And not just easy ones, but really tough ones, like the strategy game Go. These systems can plan, think ahead, and make smart moves all on their own. But there's a big difference between winning a board game and actually doing things out in the real world. That's where it gets tricky. Teaching a machine to understand the messiness of real life isn't as easy as it sounds. Demis Hassabis talked about this issue, saying that the big question is how fast we can take the skills these AI systems use in games, like planning and reasoning, and teach them to work in real-life situations. It's one thing for an AI to move a chess piece. It's another for it to understand a real kitchen, or a street, or even a hospital room. That's where something called world models comes in. These are models that help AI make sense of the world around it. According to Hassabis, there's been some solid progress in building these world models over the past couple of years. But now, the next step is figuring out how to mix them with the planning tools the AI already uses. In simple terms, they're trying to get the AI to not only understand the world, but also to know what to do in it and how to do it well. Along with Thomas Kurian, the head of Google Cloud, Hassabis said there's something called multi-agent systems. These are AI setups where different agents or digital workers team up to get stuff done. It's like a group of smart bots working together toward the same goal. This is one of the hottest things being worked on behind the scenes. One impressive example Hassabis mentioned is DeepMind's effort to teach AI how to play the game StarCraft. Gamers know that this is a very complicated game that requires deep thinking, fast decision-making, and teamwork. Getting an AI to handle that game shows just how far they've come with prepping for AGI, and DeepMind has a pretty exciting roadmap for this future of artificial intelligence. Instead of betting on one big model to unlock human-level intelligence, they're taking a smarter route. They're working on a mix of different AI systems, each built to work just like how certain parts of the human mind work, and one of the systems is called Gemini. Think of Gemini as the brain of the entire operation. While other systems are great at seeing or reacting, Gemini is more about thinking, deep, problem-solving kind of thinking. It's meant to be the planner, the strategist, the one that asks, what's the best move here, and then figures out how to get there. Gemini is being trained to handle messy, difficult situations, the kind of problems where there's no clear answer at first, and where you have to stop, consider different options, weigh the risks, and then decide. It's a lot like how humans use their brains to make tough decisions every day. Whether it's picking a route to avoid traffic or figuring out the next move in a conversation, Gemini is learning to deal with those kinds of situations. That's not all. Gemini can also work with different kinds of information all at once, from text to images, and maybe even video in the future. This flexibility helps Gemini feel more human in the way it thinks. Then there's Astra, the second system in DeepMind's roadmap. And unlike Gemini, it is more about perception. Google has been talking a lot about the project Astra, calling it the next big step in AI. So when 60 Minutes sent Scott Pelley to try it out, expectations were pretty high, and the demo didn't disappoint. Pelley was really impressed with how thoughtful, sharp, and aware the AI seemed during his time with it. At one point, the AI recognized a famous painting by Edward Hopper called Automat, then looked at the woman in the artwork, picked up on her body language, and even made up a story about her life, all on the spot. What made it even more surprising was how simple the tech looked. It all worked through a pair of smart glasses that didn't look much different from regular ones. But behind those lenses was an AI that could see what you were seeing, hear what was happening around you, and actually understand it. That kind of ability could open the door to a whole new world of smart gadgets we wear every day. During the test, Pelley asked Astra what he was looking at. Without hesitating, the AI identified Cole Drops Yard, a shopping area in King's Cross, and gave him some background about it. Later, when it was shown a painting, it didn't just describe it in basic terms. It said the woman looked contemplative, then gave her a name and imagined a little story about who she might be. Demis Hassabis said he's surprised by how fast the AI is learning to make sense of the real world. It's picking up details and reacting in ways that even the engineers weren't expecting so soon. Next, Demis Hassabis and DeepMind scientist Jack Parker-Holder recently showed Scott Pelley the third system, which is called Genie, specifically the Genie 2 model. It's a type of AI that can take just one regular photo and turn it into a 3D world. That new world can then be explored by a regular person or even by another AI. Parker-Holder pointed to a photo taken by an employee. It showed the view from the top of a waterfall in California, looking out over the horizon. He explained that they gave this image to Genie 2, and even though it wasn't a video game scene, the AI turned it into a world you could walk around in like a game. Suddenly, a video played showing what looked like a video game from the first-person view. It began right at the top of the waterfall in the photo. You could see water misting into the air as the character moved around. When the avatar turned, new parts of the landscape appeared, parts that hadn't been in the original picture. In another example, a paper plane flew through a scene that looked like the American West. As the plane moved, the AI added more and more to the world around it. Parker-Holder said every frame after the first image was created completely by the AI. Hassabis and Parker-Holder also explained that these 3D environments are great for teaching AI systems how to do tasks. One example showed a digital knight with a torch standing in front of 3 doorways. The doorway on the right led to a staircase. They gave one of their smartest AI models a simple task: climb the stairs. The knight walked up as blue light lit the steps, and more of the world formed around him. Parker-Holder said the AI wasn't seeing a finished world. It was creating it as it moved forward, imagining what might be next. Hassabis added that building and testing robots in the real world is slow, expensive, and you can't collect that much data. But in these made-up digital worlds, you can gather endless amounts of data and train AI much faster. Then, once the AI learns enough in the virtual space, you can fine-tune it later using just a little real-world experience. Pelley asked whether all the geographic information Google has collected over the years through things like Google Earth and Street View could help train their AI systems. Hassabis said that's something they're actually looking into right now. He mentioned how cool it would be if they could take those flat images, whether from your vacation photos or Street View, and turn them into 3D interactive scenes that you can actually explore and walk through. Besides the capabilities of Gemini, Astra, and Genie, AGI will also be able to plan your vacation, book your flights, and even make your restaurant reservations. The next 5 to 10 years will definitely determine the future of AI. So will we see these major breakthroughs, or will the development of AGI take longer than Hassabis has predicted? Well, whatever the answer is, one thing is certain. The world is watching with bated breath to see how this technology will evolve. But you won't believe what just happened. It completely shatters DeepMind's prediction, moving up the timeline from 2030 to 2027 while revealing everything and exactly how it's going to go down. If you're curious to find out, then check out our next video that covers everything on how AGI will take over as soon as 2027 and how this takeover will certainly affect you. To stay updated, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next videos.